Hello friends, welcome back to Learn with Lakshman Dharmaraj. In this video, we are going to discuss the speech delivered by N R Narayana Murthy. Before this, I have prepared two more videos on N R Narayana Murthy's speech. The first video is original speech of N R Narayana Murthy reproduced by me, and the second video is about translation of N R Narayana Murthy's speech entitled Learning from the West. N R Narayana Murthy's full name is Nagavara Ramarava Narayana Murthy. N R Narayana Murthy delivered this speech when he received Lal Bahadur Shastri National Award for Excellence in Public Administration and Management Sciences in 2001. This award was given to him by Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management. N R Narayana Murthy is the co-founder of Infosys, and he was also the chairman of Infosys for 21 years. Infosys is a multinational corporation that provides business consultancy in technology, engineering, and outsourcing services. Narayan Murthy was lucky to have served Infosys as the chairman for 21 years, and Infosys was also lucky that Narayan Murthy served Infosys for 21 years. Infosys became first company to be listed at NASDAQ in 1991. Narayan Murthy says that he has thought about Indian society as well as Western value system. According to him, some of the Western values are applicable to Indian society as well, and therefore he says we should learn these values from the West. Narayan Murthy takes some of the values for discussion in his speech. The first is respect for public good. Narayan Murthy says that in Indian society there are deep-rooted family values. Children look after their parents, parents sacrifice everything for their children, and marriage is considered as a pious union. But we do not apply these values to the society. Our attitude towards community is unfortunately very different from our attitude towards our family. We keep our homes clean, but not the public places. According to Narayan Murthy, parks and streets in the West are clean. Narayan Murthy further says that we are apathetic towards community matters. When we see a problem around us, we behave as if it is not our responsibility, but it is someone else's responsibility. He gives an example of drought in India. He tells that Dr. K.L. Rao suggested to build a water grid connecting rivers in North India and Southern India to solve the problem of water, and tells that nothing has been done about it. Another example he gives is that of power shortage in Bengal. He tells that in 1983 it was decided to build a thermal power plant to meet the power requirements of Bangalore city. However, he tells the plant has not yet been started. He gives a third example of passport. He had suggested a 240-page passport to Indian government so that frequent visits to the passport office can be avoided. However, he did not receive any reply from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. He goes back into the history and recalls that we've been ruled by foreigners for 100 years, and probably we have started thinking that it is not our responsibility to look after the problems of our own people, but is the responsibility of some foreign ruler. He says, unfortunately, our decision makers look at someone else to take their decisions. About West, he says, in the West, individuals understand that they have to be responsible citizens. They have to be responsible to their community. They care for their society and sacrifice for it. And they solve societal problems proactively. This is what, according to N R Narayana Murthy, he rightly says that successful societies are those that harmoniously combine loyalty to family with loyalty to community. The second value he tells that Indians should learn from the West is acknowledging the accomplishments of others. Indian people, according to him, are contemptuous of the better societies. That means they are jealous of the better societies. He says that this attitude is not new to India. He recalls the fact recorded by Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni was a noted Arabic logician and traveler of 10th century who stayed in India about for 30 years. Al-Biruni stated that Indian Pandits considered it below their dignity to argue with him. Even if some Pandit argued with him and found his arguments correct, he often asked Al-Biruni as to which Indian Pandit taught him. This is a wrong attitude, according to N R Narayana. We must learn from the people who have performed better than us. The third value he speaks about is accountability. In West, you're held responsible for everything you do, irrespective of your position. In India, more important you are, less accountable you are. Narayana Murthy gives an example of a senior politician who declared that he has forgotten to file his tax returns for consecutive 10 years and got away with it. He also tells that there are 100 loss-making public sectors belonging to central government and there is no action taken against any senior officer or senior manager in those companies. Next value Narayana Murthy speaks about is dignity of labor. Dignity of labor is an integral part of Western value system, but in India only intellectual work is revered. Revered is respected. That means Indians only respect the intellectual work and not the physical work. For anything to be run successfully, everybody must work responsibly. Right from CEO, that is Chief Executive Officer, to the person who serves tea are equally important and should behave responsibly. Therefore, we need a mindset that respects everyone who puts in honest work. Next value Narayana Murthy speaks about is professionalism. Narayana Murthy tells that in West, people do not let their personal relationship interfere with their professional dealings. They chastise a colleague for incompetence even if he is their friend. In India, we look at work interactions with personal perspective and we see insults where none is meant. We do not respect other person's time. Indian standard time always runs late and deadlines are. The next value that Narayana Murthy speaks about is intellectual independence. According to him, Western parents teach their children to think for themselves. Therefore, they grow up to be strong and confident adults. In India, we suffer from feudal thinking. People prefer to be told what to do by their bosses. If we have to succeed globally, we need to overcome this attitude. The last value that Narayana Murthy speaks about is honoring contracts. The Western value system teaches respect for contractual obligations. In India, we consider our marriage vows as, but do not extend this to public domain. Narayana Murthy tells that he had recommended many students for higher studies and scholarship in America on the condition that they will return to India and serve for 5 years. But these students did not return to India, though they were in contract with me. Narayana Murthy also tells that according to a professor in University of America, the highest default rate for student loans is among Indians. Narayana Murthy asserts that we have to change this attitude. He says, we are all aware of our rights as citizens, but we are not aware of the duties that come with those rights. He recalls a statement by American president. The statement is, a people that values its privileges above its principles soon loses both. Finally, Narayana Murthy says that we should do what is good for the society and we should do what we want others to do to us. If this is done, then we'll be a happy and a progressive society. He urges Indians to do this and says that let us make India a great country. Hope you have liked Narayana Murthy's speech. If you have liked it, please hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new to it. Thank you very much for watching.